Your actions have changed the world.
Hello, and welcome back to Hitman 3 and a very special Escalation, the Arthin Occultation. This is a 5-level escalation, and this is a special request from Ark Trooper Echo, who has asked to see how I would achieve getting this particular escalation taken care of. So as I mentioned, this is a 5-level escalation, and for level 1 we have one target who must be killed with a hatchet whilst disguised as a groundskeeper. This is in Bangkok, in case I hadn't already mentioned it. So we will be starting undercover as a groundskeeper, and we will be bringing with us a silenced pistol and some coins for level 1. So, right from the start and off the bat, we have quite a journey ahead of us. So we are going to put down our rake here, and we need to make our way all the way to the other side of the map and down into the basement area of the hotel before returning through the basement of the hotel right back to where we just started. This is the safest possible route. So once down in the basement, we're going to take out the camera there and continue on through the corridors. There are no enforcers down here to worry about, which is why we are taking this route. It is the longest of the routes, but it is the safest. So when we get to the far end here, we're going to make our way back into the hotel, close the door behind you at the bottom of the stairs, and at the top of the stairs we will find 2 housekeeping staff. We're going to select our coins, and we're going to throw one just at the top of the stairs, and then immediately grab the fire extinguisher from the wall. And one of the housekeeping staff will go to investigate. The other will then stand by this pillar we are hiding behind with her back to us, giving us the opportunity to render her colleague unconscious with the fire extinguisher. We're then going to very quickly drag him down the stairs and into the waiting closet. So one person out of our way. So we're now going to make our way back upstairs. Don't forget to collect up your coins. Money is tight these days. And we're going to take care of the young lady here. So we're just going to walk up behind her, render her unconscious, and we're also going to drag her down into the closet at the bottom of the stairs. Now do be aware, this area is frequented by 2 people. One is one of the kitchen assistants, and the other will be Abel De Silva, the drummer for the band, but hopefully they won't be around for us for a little while, and they only pass through this area once each. So if your timing is off and one of them is approaching, just keep an eye on the mini-map, let them go through, and you will be free and clear. So once the young lady is safely stored away in the closet, we're going to collect up the fire extinguisher. We're going to open the doors to the garden area and throw our fire extinguisher into the far corner there. Just keep an eye on the mini-map, because our target also frequents the area just outside of this room. So as long as he's either not here or standing still, we can then render the guard unconscious, grab up his gun. That will come in handy at some point. We're going to drag him into the chef's office, and then we're going to dump him in the closet provided. So we're going to select our silenced pistol at this point. Now the target, as you can see, our guard there is currently just outside. We're going to wait for him to move away, and when he does, we're going to open the doors and aim directly up, and right above us outside the door is a camera. We're going to take out that camera. You can avoid it, but it's just easier to take it out. And then just outside to the right here we find our hatchet. we're going to drop the hatchet just inside here by all the fruit and water, and then retrieve our fire extinguisher once again, and we're just going to wait on the inside of the doors here for our target to return, and when he does, we're just going to rinse and repeat what we did for the first guard and throw our fire extinguisher into the room. We're going to hide behind the boxes here, collecting up our hatchet as we go, and when the guard comes in to investigate, we can eliminate him with the hatchet. So that is our first target taken care of. We're going to take his body and hide him with his colleague in the chef's office. There we go, safe and sound. And now we're going to retrace our steps back through the basement to one of the two exits. There is an exit in the basement area, so that will be the one we're going for. So we're just going to run all the way there. Once again, no enforcers to worry about, and we can then exit the level and move on to level 2, which gets a little trickier but not much. So for level 2 we have an additional target. We can kill him any way we see fit, but we still must be dressed as a groundskeeper. And for this challenge we will be bringing everything exactly the same: undercover as a gardener, coins and a silenced pistol. And we are going to skip ahead because everything from level 1 is exactly the same, and we are going to pick up the mission here just as we finish off our first target, and then we will move on to our second target. This is just to save time, otherwise the video would be about 40 minutes long. So here we are at the end of level 1, and we are taking out our first target with the hatchet. There we go. So we are going to once again hide his body in the closet in the chef's office, and then we will move on to our second target for level 2. And he is back down through the basement just like we did in level 1, although the only difference is here, before we exit, we are going to take out our second target. So you should have already picked up one of the guard's guns from level 1 if you've repeated the exact same procedure. And when we get back through to the other side of the basement area, we're going to make our way back outside and just to our left and up the stairs here, and we're just going to drop the gun we've collected, or your own silenced pistol if you wish, just at the top of the stairs. And our second target, who is also a guard, will come along eventually and spot that gun, and he will move to take it away down into the basement. I have my coins selected just in case. We may have to distract him, but luckily for us that is not a problem. So once the guard does return, he spots the gun and he is going to bring it down the stairs towards us, and when he goes into the basement, all we have to do is follow him inside and either shoot him in the head or snap his neck, which is becoming one of my favourite kills. So there we go, second level taken care of, also relatively easy. Things do escalate from here. Moving on to level 3 next, and things will change a little bit. So moving on to level 3, and we now have additional enforcers throughout the map, which means a very slight alteration to our route at the start. But other than that, the rest of the escalation of this part of the escalation will remain exactly the same. So once again, undercover as a gardener, coins and a silenced pistol will be brought with us. So right from the start and off the bat, this time round, we are surrounded by enforcers. There's a couple of gardeners up ahead and a few guards behind us. So we're going to duck in through this bathroom window here and make our way through the restaurant and back out the front here to the front of the hotel. And then from here we will just continue on as we would in level 2. So we're gonna skip ahead and pick up where we pick up our final target for level 2 with our neck break here. There we go, lovely jubbly. And that is level 3. Not really much of an escalation, just like I said, a minor change to our route right at the very start. Level 4s and 5 is where things really start to pick up. So moving on to level 4, and we have an additional target. Again, must be killed as the groundskeeper, but we can dispatch him any way we see fit. So in addition to our coins, our silenced pistol and our starting location today, we will now be bringing with us a lethal syringe to take care of our new target. So right from the start and off the bat, we're gonna put down our rake here, select our coins and make our way directly over to our first target, who is right here, and it is the gentleman on the right. We're gonna throw our coin just on the floor behind the young lady, and when she turns round we can select our syringe, inject the gentleman with the nice hat, and very quickly move away. And from here we continue on as we have done in the previous level. Exactly the same, nothing else changes, same route, same methods of killing. And we're going to pick the story up once again here, where we just finish off our final target with a quick neck snap, and then make our way to the nearby exit for a 4th level completion. Now level 5 is where things really pick up, so we are going to have to think a little bit. So moving on to level 5, and we have no guard outfit allowed and a sticky hatchet. So everything we bring with us will remain the same. The only real difference here is we are not allowed to drop the hatchet once we pick it up. That is very important. So right from the start and off the bat, just as we did in level 4, we are going to select our coins. We're going to make our way to our first target, throw a coin just behind the young lady, select our lethal syringe, and when they turn around to investigate the noise, we can inject the suave looking gentleman in the Panama hat, and then continue on just as we would through the hotel's restaurant area and out the front. And we're going to make a little change to things here. We're going to take on our, what would be our final target next, the guard who patrols the area out the front here. So we're going to take out the camera in the basement, and I almost carried on with the mission as level 4, but this time round we are going to take out this guy first of all, before we move on. So basically the hatchet kill will be our final kill, just because we can't drop the hatchet once we pick it up. So once we wait for that guard there, who is not our target, to move away, we're going to drop our silenced pistol at the top of the stairs. Come on, there must be someone committing a crime somewhere, go look for them. well done. So once he's moved off a nice distance there, we're going to just drop our silence pistol and wait at the bottom of the stairs for our target to come along. He will then spot that target and he will bring it past us and into the basement area, where we will then retrieve our precious gold silenced pistol. Now, those of you who have been watching my videos for a while know that I am very reluctant to release my pistol and even bring it on missions when it is not necessary. So for the last level, the final level, like I said, we do have to hold on to the hatchet all the way to the end of the mission. And for me, unfortunately, I do lose my silent assassin rating because I get in a bit of a panic. But everything else is exactly the same. So we're just going to follow the guard inside. We're going to take him out with our trademark neck snap. There you go, sir, have a nap. It'll be a long one. We're going to retrieve our precious golden silenced pistol. We'll take his gun as well, and we're then going to continue on exactly as we did for the previous 4 levels, taking out the housekeeping staff and the sleeping guard just outside. And we're going to pick the level back up here, where we have our final target all to ourselves. So what we're going to do now, as he's just wandered off, we're going to collect up that gun from the guard, collect up the fire extinguisher. We will need that as well. And as we have a little bit of time, we're going to set a coin trap just to slow the guard down a little bit, our target, so that we can retrieve the hatchet before he turns around. Not that it would matter, because then he would just get the hatchet in the face instead of the back of the head. So we're just going to drop a couple of coins there, retrieve our fire extinguisher, and by this point our target has finally returned. So we're going to open the doors, throw the fire extinguisher into the room. That's going to get his attention, and unfortunately there is the kitchen assistant I mentioned at the start of the level just walking through, but he didn't spot the coins, luckily. So when our target goes in to investigate the noise, we can then make our way out through the doors, walk up behind the target while he's collecting the coins, and kill him with the hatchet. Do not drop the hatchet. So from here on out, we need to make it to the exit with the hatchet in tow. And this can be done, you just need to be a little bit cautious, take your time. We're going to make our way around the back of the guards and the house cleaning staff there, and then we're going to make our way into this storage area just here, and we're going to wait for the patrolling officer to make his way back past us, and that will be him avoided. And once we're through the double doors ahead of us, we will have another little wait due to the 2 guards in the corridor. One of them frequently stops to make a phone call in just the area we need to be in. So once the officer makes his way back past us, we can then exit through the double doors. There is the guard making the phone call, you can see there. Now we just need him to finish that phone call and go back to his position before the officer returns and spots us crouching down here with a lethal weapon. So this is where things will go horribly wrong for me, because we are going to alter our route ever so slightly, and we're going to go in to the laundry room, which is just where the guard on the phone is currently outside of. And you can see on the instinct there are at least 3 people in that room, so we want to stay crouched and use the washing machines in the laundry room for cover. So this is where I panic and I'm stood up, and we're using instinct quite heavily, and instead of hiding by the washing machines, I panic and run straight through the room and get spotted in the changing rooms by the patrolling guard. So with all subtlety forgotten, we are now just going to run straight for the exit. So if you do take your time through there and be patient and don't panic like I did, you can get through there as a silent assassin. So a big thank you to the Ark Trooper Echo for requesting this one. I will do more escalations, but only upon request if you so wish. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.